Suit up and let's do some trivia. Hey gang, this is episode 124 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. This week, we're diving into one of my favorite superheroes, Iron Man. As always, it's 3 rounds, 10 questions each. I give you the question, then you've got 5 seconds to come up with the answer. Simple format for you to play along with. And you don't have to play alone. Play the episode in your car or at home. If you got an Amazon smart speaker, just ask it to play the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. That covers the basics, so let's fire up the arc reactor and answer some trivia questions in the Dorky round. Number 1. Along with Thor, Ant-Man, Wasp, and the Hulk, Tony Stark created what supergroup? The Avengers. Number 2. What is Pepper Potts' real first name? Virginia. Number 3. What is the name of James Rhodes' suit? War Machine. Number 4. In 2002, Tony Stark accepted what cabinet position? U.S. Secretary of Defense. Number 5. What is Happy Hogan's real first name? Harold. Number 6. What Iron Man nemesis uses 10 rings as part of his villainous plans? Mandarin. Number 7. Iron Man debuted in what year? (1963). Number 8. Iron Man didn't get his own comic book title until what year? (1968). Number 9. Stark created what armor to stop Bruce Banner's alter ego? The Hulkbuster armor. Number 10. Who has played Iron Man in 12 movies? Robert Downey Jr. His last appearance is a cameo in the movie Black Widow. The Geeky round. Number 1. What Marine does Stark rescue shortly after building his first suit? James Rhodes. Number 2. Iron Man first appeared in what comic book? Tales of Suspense, issue number 39. Number 3. What real-world businessman served as the model for Tony Stark? Howard Hughes. Number 4. Tony Stark battled his alcoholism during what storyline in 1979? Demon in a Bottle. Number 5. What was the name of the armored suit worn by Obadiah Stane? Ironmonger. Number 6. During the Dark Avengers storyline, Norman Osborn donned what armored suit? Iron Patriot. Number 7. In the comics, who does Pepper Potts marry in 1967? Happy Hogan. Number 8. Who is the original Crimson Dynamo? Anton Vanko. Number 9. Though it's been retconned a number of times, in what country did Tony Stark originally build his Mark I armor? Vietnam. Number 10. What Spider-Man love interest once worked for Tony Stark? Mary Jane Watson. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. Riri Williams dons her own armored suit to become what superheroine? Ironheart. Number 2. What is Tony Stark's middle name? Edward. Number 3. What is the name for the armored suit worn by Pepper Potts? Rescue. Number 4. Who helped Stark build his Mark I suit? Ho Jensen. Number 5. Where does Tony Stark store his Extremis armor when not in use? In his bones. Number 6. What storyline is being adapted as a TV show for Disney Plus starring Don Cheadle? The Armor Wars. Number 7. Boris Bulsky challenged Iron Man to a televised fight as what supervillain? Titanium Man. Number 8. For the Marvel 1602 New World comic, Tony Stark became what character? Lord Iron. Number 9. What Iron Man villain was created as a cautionary tale of what Tony Stark might have been? Justin Hammer. Number 10. Stark created his now classic red and gold armor when fighting which villain? Mr. Doll. And we are back at Stark Tower for a drink and some classic rock tunes. I hope you had fun with Iron Man. We'll be back again next week for more trivia. Speaking of, here's your clue. After the Mario franchise, what is the second best-selling video game franchise of all time? This one is based on a fan request. If you've got a topic you think we just have to cover, let me know at dorkygeekynerdy.com. I love hearing from listeners. This has been episode 124 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. The music has been by Jason Shaw at audionautics.com. Thanks for listening. Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, it's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for Podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then let me know what you're podcasting all about. When a U.S. expedition is attacked, 3 survivors, a professor, her student, and a soldier are saved by a mysterious vessel, the Nomtsev. The enigmatic Captain Nikto elects to keep the captives aboard, requiring each of their skills for his daring pursuits. But as evidence of a rogue submarine alerts the world's navies, the captives must work together to avoid annihilation. 20,000 Kilos Under the Sea is a fast-paced adventure thriller that's described as the classic Disney adventure meets The Hunt for Red October. 20,000 Kilos Under the Sea, a modern retelling of the Jules Verne classic, written by Richard Wycliffe and narrated by Brian Rollins. Available right now on Audible or iTunes. Discover adventure and madness beneath the waves.